Hey folks, welcome to another numeracy video. In this video, we're going to be looking at going from improper fraction to mixed number, sometimes also known as mixed fractions. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so looking at question number, what are we got? Improper fraction to, yeah, question. We're looking at question A here. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to write this 9 over 2. Now, 9 over 2, we know that 9 actually can't be, it's not available in the 2 times table, right? Because this is actually an odd number. So what I'm going to do is think about it like this. What is the closest number that I can get to, or at least what's the closest multiple of 2 that I can get to before 9? And we know that that's actually 8. So what we can do then is we could actually say something like, 4 times 2 is equal to 8. All right, so that's the closest, because we can't do 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. And can we say that 9 minus 8 is actually equal to 1? Because that's, what I've done is I've taken 8 away from that 9. And so what I would rewrite this as, I would actually rewrite this as 4 1 over 2. Now, if you're wondering where I got that 4 from, that's because I went 4 times 2 equals 8. That's like the closest multiple of 2 that's actually less than 9. And then the remainder, that's the 1 right there. So that's where the 1 is actually going to end up with. So that's how we get 4.5. Now, if you remember, we did this in the previous video where if we wanted to convert from mixed fraction to improper fraction, we would go 4 times 2 plus 1, which equals to 9. So that's how we know we did this right. So now looking at question B here. Now we've got 17 divided by 3. And we've got to look at the closest multiple of 3 that's less than 17. And in this case, we know that it's going to be 5, because 5 times 3 is equal to 15. And the next step is 17 take away 15 equals to 2. So that means what we can do is we can actually write 17 over 3 as 5 2/3. And once again, the 5 is coming from there. And the 2 is the remainder of 17. Well, what's remaining of 17 take away 15. And once again, what we can do is we can do 5 times 3 plus 2, which equals to 17. And that's how we know we did the right thing. The last one here, I know I wrote this as 37 over 5, but let's try 39 over 5. Just to show you folks a different set of things. Oh, I mean, it's still the same thing. I don't know, maybe have a go at this question at the moment, and then I'll give you guys a couple of seconds, maybe pause the video, try it out, and then I'll go through the answer. Hopefully you had a chance. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Now, if we look at the lowest multiple that's close to 39, that's less than 39 and a multiple of 5, that's going to be 35. So I know that that's 7 times 5 equals 35. Now, if I want, I could start writing this here as 7 something fifths, and then look at what's the remaining amount. Now, in this case, we're going to do 39 minus 35, and that's going to give me that 4, which is going to end up here. So once again, 4 is what's remaining after 39 take away 35, and the 7 is going to end up in front of the 4/5 there. And sometimes, I mean, like that, you might actually hear this words quotient and remainder. So basically all these green little things that are highlighted in green, they're known as quotients, and the blue things that are highlighted, they're known as the remainders. And looking at the last one, we've got 7 4/5. So 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 4 is 39. And that's how we know we did the right thing. Now, to show this on the calculator, and again, it depends what calculator you're using. Some calculators, this particular model that I'm using, if I actually do 9 over 2, when I put it, it automatically goes as 4.5. And that's because under my settings, under calculating calc settings, what I've done is I've actually put here fraction result. So if you go down to fraction result, I've actually said I want my answers to be in mixed fraction. But if I put it as improper fraction, then what happens is, let's go back. So if I press 9 over 2, again, it will automatically change it back to 9 over 2. So it depends on the settings of your calculator. So you can go into your settings of your calculator and make sure that it's done for the right way you want it. But remember, again, this is for this particular model. Now, with different models, you've got different settings that you need to be aware of. The other thing also is that some of the older Casio models, you can actually click on, I think it's like the Shift ABC button, which should allow you to transform between improper and mixed fraction fairly straightforward. But like I said in the last video, it's best to actually know your times tables. So that way you can kind of look at these improper fractions and straight away go, okay, what's the closest multiple to that number? And then, you know, just do that, get your quotient, and then find out the remainder. And that's pretty much it. All right, folks, that is basically it for this video. As always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to keep up with the latest content. Now, there should be a couple of playlists popping up here and here. Great material for revision, and as always, thank you for watching.